Hey, it's Aaron. Today we're going to talk about the 2025 Kia Carnival. The Carnival is Kia's minivan, and just for clarity, we own a Kia Sedona, which was the predecessor to the Carnival. The Carnival is a great van, has a lot of great stuff, and at a really good price. It has really distinctive styling. It looks different than most of the other minivans, but is not so different that you're like, what the hell is it, right? It looks good. Tons of features included with it. Very comfortable seating, which honestly is true of all minivans, but the seating in here is really good, and it has the industry's best warranty to go with it. Wow, someone tried to sell me a coffin today. That's the last thing I need. It is a little uncomfortable sometimes. It does hit some bumps and a few other things, and kind of it's not as smooth or refined as a couple of its competitors, but it is on par with most of the mainstream minivans right now. So that's not a terrible knock, but it is something a little bit to think about. And then also some of the controls are Kia specific, so you will take a little time to get used to them if you're coming from a different branded vehicle. But the price on this is really good. Starting price is around $38,000, which is really good. I drove this van at 52,000 and change. That's the top end of this one. I don't necessarily recommend that unless you really want a luxurious feeling ride, but honestly the SX model that's right below that, it's about $5,000 or so cheaper and is almost just as good. I don't think I would necessarily go to the SX Prestige if you're shopping in this segment, just because, I mean, unless you really have to have those luxury add-ons, I don't feel like they're worth the price. So there are two options for this van in terms of drivetrain. There's the standard option, which is one of the few on the market still with a V6 engine, and then it has a hybrid option. The hybrid option will get you around 10 or 12 more mpgs most of the time. So if you do need that sort of efficiency, it's worth looking at the hybrid option. Some of the model lineup, the trim levels, they change a little bit with the hybrid, but for the most part, they're pretty much the same thing. So it is worth pointing out that no matter how you configure which drivetrain you choose for the Kia Carnival, there is no all-wheel drive option. Both models are front-wheel drive. With the V6 powered model, you'll get about 290 horsepower, and that's in a predictable 6-cylinder curve. Has a nice 8-speed automatic that is usually right there when you need it. Doesn't do a lot of shuffling around or problem causing. Some of that, with it shifting the way that it does, that means that it is just as concerned with power delivery as it is economy, which is why you're only going to get about 21 or 22 miles per gallon out of the V6 model most of the time. If you go to the hybrid, it is still front-wheel drive, but the output drops to 242 horsepower, and it runs in a continuously variable transmission, I believe, and it is because you have the electric boost, you don't feel like you're losing power. They feel about the same. In fact, the hybrid has a little more uptake, just a little. But your fuel economy will jump to somewhere in the 30 to 32 miles per gallon range, depending on your driving and where you're located. So where I am, I was getting closer to 30, but I'm at very high altitude with lots of crosswinds. If you go to a lower altitude and a place that is less wind dynamic than Wyoming, then you will get better fuel economy out of the hybrid. So overall, I really like the Carnival. Now, there are a lot of really good minivans right now on the market. Really enjoyed the Toyota, really like the Honda, and I really want to like the Chrysler Pacifica, but with the recalls and other problems they've been having, especially with the plug-in hybrid, I don't know that I would really want to invest in that. With the Kia, you're getting a 7 to 10 year warranty depending on how you buy it and what. It's a great minivan, and much cheaper than most of the other options on the market. Like I said before, you'll start into it at around $38,000, but you're probably going to spend in the $45,000 or so range to get into one of these with a good package. With the hybrid model, you're going to start at around $42,000. You're probably going to spend again that $45,000 to $47,000 or $48,000 to get one that has all the good stuff in it. So yeah. Really good van. Really like the Kia, and just, I mean, the Carnival is just a really good van. Like I said, if you are looking at minivans, shop around a little bit, but this Kia should be towards the top of your list for the warranty alone, if nothing else. So yeah, really good van. All right, that's all I got. This has been Aaron. Talk to you again soon.